Joe Biden takes the European Union side against Brexit, Brussels prepare for no deal, and we talk about Kanzuk. Hello everyone and welcome to today's show. Joe Biden has come out again to speak out against Brexit. What else is new? Every now and then he does that. He's not even officially president yet, and he's ranting about this sort of stuff again. Obviously, on the one hand, we know that we have to wait for the Electoral College and the whole system to officially announce the next president. But Joe Biden has already started his process to get in touch with all the world leaders, prepare his foreign policies, and one of them includes Brexit and the European Union in general. He's decided to completely abandon the special relationship between the US and the UK and tries to aim to have the European Union as the new strong ally. And he's really obsessed with his so-called Irish background. I mean, he has no real connection really with the Republic because he's now come out to say that when it comes to the Republic of Ireland and the Northern Ireland, there has to be no border, otherwise America will be very upset.
Well, you can ask about Ireland anytime you want.
Brexit negotiations underway right now. What's your message to those negotiators, particularly when you look at...
We do not want a guarded border. We want to make sure we work too hard to get Ireland worked out. And I've talked with the British Prime Minister, I've talked with the Taoiseach, I've talked with others, and talked with the French. The idea of having the border north and south once again being closed and require, it's just not right. We just got to keep the border open.
Okay, there are a couple of points here. Firstly, who is he to talk about that? Who is he to say, we don't want a border, we don't want anything to change? Who is we? Why is the guy who is not even president officially yet, and even if he were president, let's just say he was, why are you getting involved between inside the actual negotiations between two separate partners? And America seems to have forgotten that you're not really running the world anymore, guys. And the Democrats have been obsessed with running the world, as you guys remember, Obama and even previously Clinton. So this is nothing new. And but this guy needs to calm down. On the other hand, the reason that I say he's joining Team EU, it's not speculation, it's not some sort of random comment. It's official because the European Union are now thanking Uncle Joe. So firstly, I've said the European Union thanks Joe Biden for clear support amid the dispute over the UK's internal market bill. This is the Sky News article talking about how Boris Johnson's new internal market bill, one of the elements in it when it's implemented is to defend the Union, the United Kingdom, which includes Northern Ireland. And so that will slightly change the Northern Ireland Protocol, or Backstop 2.0, which would essentially make the Northern Ireland be part of the European Union to an extent when it comes to goods and trade. So the EU are now very happy that Joe Biden are now defending them. Brussels, obviously, as you guys know, have already launched a legal action against the UK and Boris Johnson because of the internal market bill. This has been happening for the past few weeks, and the UK government have said we're not going to change anything. The legislation seeks to allow ministers to override parts of Britain's divorce deal with regards to Northern Ireland, which was agreed last year. Now, they're very happy that they're going to have potentially Joe Biden as the next president, regardless of the fact that it's not official yet. The Electoral College hasn't decided. The court cases are still going on. We still don't know. I'm not going to speculate on what's going to happen in terms of the outcome. But they're so happy because now Ursula von der Leyen has come out to say that let's rebuild a strong EU-USA alliance because now that they think with President Trump not being around, they think that, well, that's it. It's fine. The UK is going to get out and they're not going to have an ally. This is really, really distressful because regardless of if it's going to be Democrats or the Republicans controlling the White House, we've always been close with America. So now but Ursula von der Leyen and her team have smelled trouble, so they're now coming to take advantage. She's even tweeted that it was great to speak with President-elect Joe Biden. Yeah. I congratulated him on his victory. It is a new beginning for the US-EU global partnership. A strong EU and a strong US working together can shape the global agenda. Oh, really? Yeah. Based on cooperation, multilateralism, solidarity, and shared values. She wasn't the only one who did this. Charles Michel also came out to say that let's rebuild a strong EU-US alliance. Why do you guys copy and paste everything you say? I don't know. Just, be original, guys. I just spoke to President-elect Joe Biden, literally said that, and invited him to a special meeting in Brussels next year with the EU 27. Now is the time to join forces. Ooh, yeah, let's do that, guys. Join forces. On the other hand, things aren't going too well for Brussels. That's why this whole panic about trying to be friends with Joe Biden is happening, because they're now preparing for no deal, Brexit. Von der Leyen has now officially warned the members of the European Parliament to get ready for a potential, as they say, hard Brexit. On this side, we have all the press and everybody trying to divide the Brexit side. So it's starting all these leaks and rumours about how Boris Johnson is definitely selling out. So a lot of people obviously instantly believe it for some reason. I don't know why. There are all these speculations. Over the last 2-3 years, we've seen and heard a lot of rumours, and the majority didn't actually come true. But the current one is that Boris is definitely selling out. It's a guarantee. We've seen the future. We have a time machine. We've seen it, guys. So this is happening. But on the other side, they're panicking because they don't see that. So they're preparing the European Parliament for this sort of thing, which is silly because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not God. No one is. So Boris could sell out the whole thing. Yeah, he could. He could compromise. It will be a terrible deal and will complain. Or he could somehow use this to bring back his agenda and give us a proper Brexit. So I'm going to just wait and comment on it when it happens rather than tell you what's going to happen, because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not in the negotiation teams. So von der Leyen is now obviously going to make saying that we need to make concessions because the UK is being strong on their red lines. She has said that we are not ready to put into question the integrity of the single market, the main safeguard for the European prosperity and wealth. Okay. She's also added that no one questions the UK sovereignty in its own waters, but we ask for predictability and guarantee for fishermen and fisherwomen. Apparently we say fisher people now, guys. It's fisher people who have been sailing in these waters for decades, if not centuries. So she's trying to basically make things a lot smoother, saying we don't want to take the waters, we just want to take the fish. So yeah, that's better, Ursula. Much better. So that's the latest from the other side. But as we said, von der Leyen has now told the EU27 leaders that, guys, we do have to compromise because the UK seems like they're not going to back down or cave in. So this is according to the Telegraph, James Crisp, who's talking about the latest speech that Ursula von der Leyen has made to the European Parliament. So they really want a deal. The European Union. They can't even bluff about no deal. We have been bluffing about no deal, at least. They can't even do that because they really need a deal. This means that they can't really compromise too much because it will destroy the integrity of the EU and the whole single market. Somebody has to compromise, and I really hope it's not us in terms of that much compromise. The level, it really depends what level we're talking about. Because even the Independent is now talking about how Michael Gove is doing this counter argument, saying that if no deal happens and if the borders experience some troubles, and we're not even talking about the Irish border, we're talking about even Calais and Dover in terms of the goods and products, he says that it will be the European Union's fault because of the rules are rules mentality, that they're so bureaucratic and because of the way everything has to be done with the complicated and unnecessary processes. That's why it will be their fault. This is according to Michael Gove. He has now said that, arguing against this, saying the one thing that I can't do is to determine what's going to happen on the other side of the border. And we know from the approach that the EU have taken, the approach the Commission generally takes, is that their view is rules are rules. That's a big problem, and it's always been happening. But if we're not going to have any other serious relationship with the European Union, that's fine. We are signing all these other trade deals with Canada, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and now New Zealand. This means Kanzuk, the dream of Kanzuk, could actually become a thing. So Paul Bristow, who's one of the Conservative MPs for Peterborough, has written this article saying that with Brexit almost in the rearview mirror, it's time to get Kanzuk done. So for those of you who don't know what Kanzuk is this politically and obviously economically focused trade zone and relationship between Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. So all the obviously the current Commonwealth countries getting together to start an alliance. And Paul Bristow has written this article talking about how I was recently elected chairman of the all-party parliamentary group for Kanzuk, and there are hundreds of APPGs operating out of Westminster, covering all manner of policy and everything else. This APPG will be working closely with Kanzuk International, the main organisation, obviously to press the agenda of mutual economic, trade, migration, and security cooperation. We urge as many CTAM readers, because he wrote this article for CTAM, and business leaders as possible to come on board to our positive agenda of trade and cooperation within a multitude of exciting future endeavours should be a key plank of Britain's foreign and international trade policy. It is an interesting thing because, for example, increased trade with Australia alone, in terms of the net value for the UK, is over £900 million, on top of the existing £18 billion that we already do with them. And this could just increase. It's not just trade with goods or services. It's the cooperation on security and in terms of our borders and everything else that we have. It will just create this family of Commonwealth, the strong countries in Commonwealth, which we do need to do. But the latest step we have is that the European Union don't really care about any of this. Everything for them is all about strategy. On the last few months, they've been begging China to be best friends with them, and now they're begging America because of Joe Biden. So we'll have to wait and see who's going to be actually in charge of Europe, at least. So we don't know what's going on. We're just going to focus on Brexit. We're just going to make sure that our government and Boris Johnson deliver a clean, proper Brexit, so we could be an independent country. I don't really care what's happening in Brussels anymore after December. Just let us go. And because I believe in Britain, and you should too. I'm wearing my t-shirt. If you haven't gotten your latest merch, make sure to check out the link in the description. You get your I Believe in Britain hoodies, t-shirts, and coffee mugs. And if you are a member of the channel, you do get a special discount. I'll put the discount code in the community tab as usual. And if you're not a member, check out the link in the description, youtube.com/myotc/join. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.